There is no more trust on the IT market. Developers are losing jobs. Agencies are closing operations. One could think it's all about AI, but is it really? I believe the problem lies deeper. If you want to find out why customers analyze every paragraph in your contract like never before and ask about every detail of your offering, you need to watch this video. For years, every business was able to do everything to start selling online. Companies were spending enormous amounts of money just to be visible in the web. And agencies like Commerce Weavers, for example, but before our times, they had customers like every day. Everybody was calling, especially during COVID pandemics. Everybody wanted to have an online store the next day. Money was cheap, and today's software standards were still early to the game. Many engineers started to provide their software services and suddenly became insanely rich. You didn't have to be a quantum physicist to actually start earning a lot of money, simply because you hired developers that were able to build any app for your clients. The COVID pandemic was the last business boost for everyone building online stores. The bubble was pumped like crazy. Everybody wanted to have a store for yesterday. Imagine we are back to 2020. There are no AI standards yet. LLMs are just starting to flow, and customers were calling and wanting us to build a very complex sales platform for the next day or in a few weeks. Without skills in Cloud and without everything that we have today, it was nearly impossible. But anyway, everybody tried. Then the COVID era ended and the LLM era started to flourish. The AI has unveiled a lot of things and a lot of pathologies in the IT industry. I've pointed out 3 major pathologies in the IT market that I have observed during my time, and it's been 10 years already. Number 1 is mediocrity. I'm sorry to say, but many developers started their careers only because of money. There was no real passion. There was no real need to solve business problems. There was no ability to consult real challenges of customers. They just wanted to go to work and earn good money just doing code. It's been widely accepted to code without any principles and simply be a sheep in a big dev farm. Pathology number 2. The time and material model has been a scam. How on earth did everybody believe this was okay? No caps, no settlements for results, just the endless money flow for whatever you do. And even though I run a software house myself, I say it firmly. Most of these models of collaborations are scam and are wrong for the customers. This is the major problem on the market, that for many years mediocrity was hidden beyond the time and material model. It doesn't matter that the time and material model is fundamentally wrong. You can work in this model in an agency, but first try to demand some early value on a fixed price. It could be 2 weeks of proof of concept or 3 months of a working MVP, but you need to see that what they say is actually what they do. The pathology number 3, and in my opinion, maybe the saddest of all, is the dishonesty. Why care of quality and any business value if they pay anyway? We have started the software house business 3 years ago, and within that time visited a lot of industry events. We openly talked to other software houses that I personally respected for years, and I've heard from their C-levels, not all of them, but some of them, that it's pretty normal to provide junior developers as senior developers. So what you sign on paper is a genius expert for €100 per hour, and what you really get, and before you notice it's too late, is a junior developer doing the same work for much more time, and internally the cost of such a person for an agency is very low. So why do they do it? To earn more. Luckily, the crisis and the AI tools that let you verify what has been actually done, but also the general maturity of the market and number of companies you can talk to, today help you verify this. But 5 or 10 years ago, you couldn't be sure. Estimates way over time. That was your normality, right? Who didn't burn the budget like 3 times? It happens. You were told that the software development process is liquid. Some of this is your fault because you weren't ready to work with the software house, which is sometimes true, but not always. And finally, you just believed this is the way it has to be and everybody has the same problem. Or maybe you found yourself in shoes of someone buying a product that was advertised as a ready solution that will solve all your problems according to every offering that you've seen before you bought it. Or maybe you were advertised that you are buying the perfect solution, the application or a platform that solves every problem you have, just ticks every box, provides you with every feature just for your business. Then, after you bought it, you signed the deal, your developers install it, you cannot use it. Some features don't work at all, it's a hard-coded template, the add-ons that you bought to it also don't work. And finally you hear it's an MVP and it's pretty normal as an early adopter to find many bugs. And you should be aware of it because in the paragraph 11 of your license agreement, point 2.3, there is a saying that the whole thing is an experiment and you are part of it. My last point in this area of dishonesty is the general lack of transparency. If you hear that there is no way you can read the confluence, so the documentation of your project, or maybe you are informed that there is a communication between the team that you hire that you shouldn't be able to see because it's very complex and very technical. And maybe the agency you rent developers from tells you that there is no point in you having access to the project management tool like Jira. It's a red alert or a red flag. You should definitely not agree to all this. Transparency is something that you should demand. If your software integrator doesn't want to share this information, there is a problem. Perhaps they hide something. So you basically have 3 ways to choose from now. You can stay with your current provider and feel the pain you are feeling today, everything that I described. Second way would be to just go yourself and use the AI tools, hire a developer and be the technology company and never ever use any software house again. It might be okay in some cases. Or you can go the third way and find an agency that is transparent, doesn't lie to you in the process, provides you with references that confirm that what they say they have already delivered in the past, and wants to solve your business challenges, not just sell dev hours. Last but not least, you may ask, how do we cure this PTSD that you probably feel? Well, we start small. We always say proof of concept in 2 weeks or MVP in maximum of 3 months on a fixed price. You control the budget, you don't know us, so you want to minimize the risk. We agree to it and we don't charge you a single euro more than what we already agreed to. Starting to build the CI/CD pipelines, from building the test suite that you have never had on your application. We can boost your project by leasing you the top-notch X-core architects of Sylius and developers with 5 or 10 or even 20 years of experience. And it is our standard to go for the features that you agreed to be built. So without you agreeing to the estimate, we will not start coding. It's all about communication, transparency, and being aware of your challenges and business needs. Okay, I don't want to advertise us anymore, but you hear the point. Please let me know what is your experience with software houses. I have never heard a single customer that would be 100% satisfied with the collaboration with any agency. And probably this is true for us as well. We make mistakes, but we want to talk about it and build bridges based on transparency, trust, and principles. That's all for today. See you next time.